3, 2, 1. Not a top 25 team in terms of cohesion. You know why? I'll leave it with last thing. You guys don't trust each other. Every time you take a bad shot, you're saying to your 4 other teammates on the floor, hey man, I don't trust you. Well, I'll tell you what, if Curry's on the floor and Baylor Carroll's on the floor and Dylan Daniels on the floor, it better be LeBron James or it better be Michael Jordan coming out of retirement if you're gonna trump those guys. If you're gonna cut corners and not showing up on time, you're gonna screw us up when you gotta be in rotation and help. It's our time now. September 10th is here and gone. I'll tell you what, Mary Washington, they want to come up here and smack our rear ends. Just so you know. And you got a target on your back, so you better be ready to meet it. Bring it in. Those pickup games, and it's on all of you. Behave like champions. Good work. Good work. Remember what we're doing.
China has identified the cause of the mysterious new virus.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
There are fears a rapidly spreading virus has reached Australia.
This is a rapidly emerging situation where there is not a cause for alarm.
The first US case has been detected.
There's confirmation the coronavirus has reached Australia.
China is urging its citizens not to travel abroad as it struggles to contain the virus.
We will be standing up Christmas Island as a quarantine area.
Foreign nationals coming from China are now banned from entering the country.
I have today declared that the coronavirus presents a public health emergency in the United States.
Just clips to your jersey.
Gotcha.
Am I looking this way?
And if I could just have your official name.
Jeff Frank.
Which one? That way?
Whichever one.
Okay.
Preferably this one.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter.
Does that sound good? Is that good?
So, assistant coach Frank.
Associate head coach now.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, sorry, associate head coach.
All right, so Alex, man, how does it feel being on campus for the first time as a sophomore?
It feels kind of weird because, since I'm a sophomore, but, freshman for basketball-wise, it just feels weird because first on campus, it's still, a new experience, so I feel out of place, but now I'm getting used to it, so I'm really loving the experience now.
Feel great, basketball's always been a good outlet for me to, whenever I'm stressed out or have a lot on my plate or I'm upset about something or sad about something. So now that I'm being able to play again and get back on the court with my guys, I just feel a lot happier and I feel a lot more free, I'm sorry.
With the new regulations that's been put in place, do you think it'll affect your game at all?
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Absolutely, because I wasn't able to work on my game and stuff that I was already good at. Now I kind of have to get back to that, and then new stuff that I want to add to my game, maybe better handles or more consistent shooting. I wasn't able to work on that for so long, but it's good to be back now, and I appreciate being back, and I don't take it for granted. So I just been working now. It's kind of like what I said earlier. Mentally, I had to take in a lot, and I wasn't able to let out some, I didn't have no stress reliever to let some pain out, some mental pain out. So it kind of messed me up with that a little bit. I kind of fell off a little bit with myself and maybe some self-confidence in certain areas or how I looked or, just like I said, being free and being able to express and let some of that stress out. So, but now I'm good to be back.
Was it hard recruiting during the pandemic?
Yeah, it was challenging. We weren't able to go out on the road as much and see, live action, live play. We were, stuck to film. Stuck on, live streams, and it was just really difficult to gauge, the skill level of kids when they were playing in these mass events.
With seniors having an extra year of eligibility due to the pandemic, how are you going to utilize that to benefit the team?
Yeah, so we try and sell them to the fact that they can do something that's never been done here before. Individually, their stats could be elevated. As a team, we've never won multiple United East or NEAC in the past championships before, and these guys have an opportunity to do that and create some of the best, the best team, the best career here possible for them. So it's it's advantageous for them to kind of, you know, the opportunity to get a master's degree as well. And then, you know, moving on to the basketball side of things is just doing something that's never been done here before.
We thank you for your time.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you having me. How was that?
Not
Good?
too bad.
It was good? Was I supposed to look at that?
Primarily.
This one or him, whichever.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was trying to do, so.
And I know you're excited about the fans. How much do you think supporters will come out in these hard times?
Oh, a bunch of fans, man. We have a ton of friends. All the sports teams here coming out to see us. We're doing really good this year, so we're going to put on a show for them.
Bro, that foul that he got on me, right in my face.
That one guy.
He's not rebounding.
I'm picking pass, bro. He's not moving.
Yeah, he's not
moving.
21?
Keep shooting the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody
else. He's too lazy to run out there.
They're drilling him right in their face.
If he does run at you, good.
Or they can knock the defense of some sort.
There's two texts.
What's it?
Yeah,
I don't know which one.
Yeah, he fucking sucks.
Bro, all I do is dunk and I went like this.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably they got you.
And as soon as I went like this, he said, bro, he said he ran in front of me. I was already facing that.
Hey, couple things here, right? I thought there was some really, really good segments there. We flowed offensively. That's a great thing. Okay, we got to continue now. A couple things here to think about. Let's start defensively first. Okay, we all just can't.
Where'd you like it? Like this?
Or do you want it inside?
Probably inside, wouldn't you?
All right, yeah.
All right, Coach Friday, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing great.
First question is, was it hard recruiting during the pandemic?
It was challenging because the world as we knew it was just totally upside down. If you take basketball out of it, people's lives being taken because of the virus, people's livelihoods and careers and all of our routine as we knew it was taken away.
Right.
So what we tried to do with the young men that we were recruiting at that time was we tried to let them know that we wanted to make it as less pressure as possible. And we wanted to be something that they were comfortable with doing. Right. And they were going to be able to get a Penn State education and betterment for their futures. We gave them all the time they needed. And we were very fortunate in being able to secure some good players. We were lucky as a program because our graduation numbers were not very high. Had we been in a situation where we had to bring in 5 or 6 players, it would have been a lot more challenging. But we were only needed to bring in 2 players during this past year. And previously in 1920, we had already had some young men that we had recruited pretty heavily in the summertime and had identified them. So our staff, meaning our assistant coaches here, did a great job in identifying and bringing in enough of a spectrum of players that we were able to then be very, very selective. But it was challenging like nothing else I've ever experienced before in my life. I'll tell you what we do. If we space it out and we go uptown, if we want to go uptown to a Tiger, we're not shitting around with it, right? We got to be, if it's not there, we got to keep playing on. Execute it. Okay.
Go win the first 5, baby.
Hey, Black champion.
Go out. This is my stance. What's my stance?
Catch it low.
First game back. Let me.
No, but you got
Yo,
nothing to worry about.
everybody, my first game. All right, yeah, but that's me.
Where's his headset? Like that.
Yo, wait 5 minutes. Yo, John, wait until after.
Wait, 22 minutes and 40
They gonna give us these
Another game. Oh yeah, we get a turkey. That's a tradition right there. We started up.
Hey.
What's up?
So with that being said, have there been more positives than negatives with missing the season and trying to balance that, basketball and academics?
When we got the word at Johns Hopkins that there was going to be no fans involved in that contest, the pessimistic side of you right away gravitates to like, oh no. But when you're competing or when you're in the fight, you can't think and feel sorry for yourself. So we shifted our focus right away to, hey, this becomes a high stakes, closed scrimmage, winner take all, survive in advance, lose, go home. So we framed it to our guys that way. We didn't want our guys to overthink. Going into losing our season, it was hurtful, it was very frustrating, but every time that I would, in my mind, find myself feeling sorry for ourselves, we're here right now in the basement of Olmsted. Right across the hallway, there was a woman, Linda Roberts, that worked as our print shop and multimedia production process person. She lost her life in COVID. She may have been the first Penn Stater to do that. As a matter of fact, Linda worked the day we won our championship against Lancaster Bible. She had a part-time job at the Brownstone Cafe, a real proud, hard-working woman. And she served us that day. She printed our game. She would print our playbooks for us every year. This is the first year Linda hasn't printed those playbooks. So in the minute I'd start feeling a little sorry for myself about not having a season, I thought of Linda Roberts. So putting it in perspective, it was an inconvenience. How do we turn it into a positive? It became a redshirt year for everybody. And one of our things to our guys was this. When this pandemic ends, and it's going to end, because we're tough, we're humans, right? We're resilient. When this pandemic ends, we got to be ready to hit the ground running. There's going to be a starting line again. We will be ready to give our best when our best is needed. That happens. And right around Christmas time, right after that, we began doing Zoom workouts. Working out, flexibility, strengthening our hips, strengthening our lower body, strengthening our upper body. And then when we got back in the springtime, we were able to get back in the gym in March and April. Now, we had some guys that were home for that. But I'll point out again, Zachary Scott, Dylan Daniels, Alex Liba, Damian Ayers. They were home for that period of time. They would get back in here for Friday and Saturdays. Why? To be with their teammates, to support their teammates and get better. And we took that as an approach that, hey, we're in a redshirt year. We're not going to sit idle. We're going to get better and better and better. And I think the mission was accomplished. You know, we start our practices tomorrow. We're further ahead. Now, we lost some of that gamesmanship, but we have veteran guys right now. And our veteran guys, when the lights go on, it's going to be like riding a bike for them. They're going to do that. But to feel sorry for ourselves for losing that season, I feel sorry for Linda Roberts. I feel sorry for every mother and father that lost a child, or every young family that lost a parent or a grandparent. They're the people we feel sorry for. So we're playing for a lot of things. We're playing for each other. We're playing for hope. And we're also playing for the memory of the people that couldn't do this during the pandemic. We're playing a game, and we'll figure a way to maximize that. You guys, any captains have anything? Donnie, anything for the group?
Get another one.
Simple man, you're a man of exquisite philosophy. Hey, and that also means tonight, right? Hydrate, let's stretch, let's Pedialyte it up for some of the guys that are having cramping issues. And tomorrow, right, be another great challenge. Another great challenge. Try to do a little bit of load management. Zay, they talked to us about that. Hey, so tomorrow we have you should be good and fresh. Okay? But hey, this isn't a one-man show, right? We play off our guys, and we play to win. We play together. I told you guys, right? This is a good team. I love this team. I love the men in this room. And hey, guys, I promise you, I'm not going to be a front runner when it's going good, and then when it's going bad, I'm going to make sure we always have your backs. Okay? Because there's going to, listen, we are going to hit some skids this year. That's part of a basketball season, right? What do you think Milwaukee Bucks are going through right now? What are they like, 4-7? Right? Yeah. They're struggling, right? But here's the thing: you can't bail out on your guys. You got to stay the course and continue to get better. But tomorrow, what a great opportunity for our program, right? Hey, no D3 votes, no recognition, very low respect. Let's not talk about it tomorrow. Let's all be about it from the tip, and let's go put it on for the first 5 minutes, maybe. And then it's the 6th minute, and then it's the 7th minute, then it's the 8th minute. Get the idea, right? We need all hands on deck tomorrow.
Hydrate, eat right tonight. Behave like champions!